know, if you want to find out something new, there are lots of things that you can do. You might read a book, or you could look things up in the dictionary. You could even check things out on the internet. You might watch a video or rent a movie. But in the Africa of long ago, they couldn't do those things. In the Africa of long ago, if people wanted to find something out, they had to go and talk with very special storytellers. Those storytellers had a name. They called them Jales or Jeles. The Jale or the Jele knew hundreds of stories. And they didn't just know stories about people and things that were going on right then. They knew stories about things that had happened hundreds of years before. You might say that Jale was a very important person, a VIP. We have a storyteller. Her name is Ajua Bedu, and she wants to share a story with you. Now, this story is a special kind of story called a fable. A fable is a story that isn't necessarily true, but it has a special message, a truth. The story that Ajua wants to share with you is a story about Anansi the spider. You may have even heard of Anansi. Anansi is what they call a trickster hero. That means that Anansi would try to trick people into doing the things that he wanted to do, or have them do. But sometimes those things would turn around against Anansi. They would backfire, and Anansi would get into a lot of trouble. So we want you to listen to this story as Ajua tells it. It's a story called Anansi and the Birds.
Anansi watched the sky. Oh, how he wanted to fly. He wanted to circle, swoop, and glide. So he found some cane and made himself some wings. If only I had feathers, he thought, I should be able to fly. So he looked here and he looked there. He found a feather here and there. He begged, he borrowed, he stole. Soon he had enough feathers which he tacked on his wings. Night fell. Only the old owl was out. Anansi brought out his wings and practiced how to fly. Hop, jump, fly. Hop, jump, fly. Hop, jump, fly. Woohoo! Spiders don't fly, said the old owl. But Anansi didn't care, and he practiced and practiced and practiced until he could really fly. One day, the birds were flying up a great mountain for a wonderful feast. Anansi begged to go. But spiders don't fly, they said. Imagine their surprise when Anansi brought out his wings and strapped them on. Hop, jump, fly. Hop, jump, fly. Hop, jump, fly. And Anansi was flying with the best of the birds. On the mountaintop, Anansi forgot his manners when he saw all the food. There were bananas and coconuts and all his favorite things. He pushed the birds, he shoved them. He ate all the food. He pushed the birds, he shoved them. He drank all the juice. He pushed the birds, he shoved them. He ate all the cake. He licked his fingers and his plate, and then he fell asleep. The birds were very angry. Spiders don't fly, they said. And they took away all their feathers while Anansi slept. Anansi woke up when it was dark. Time to go, he said. Hop, jump, fly. Hop, jump, fly. Hop, jump, fly. But he was falling, not flying. Falling, not flying. Falling, not flying. Help! Screamed Anansi. Spiders don't fly, said the old owl. Ooh, ooh. Spiders don't fly, but this is what they do. They spin and spin. Press on your belly and spin. Anansi pressed on his belly, and he spun. How he spun! And out came a silk thread, long and strong. From that day on, Anansi never flew again. But he learned to spin the fanciest webs, and you can find his webs everywhere.